Hello friends, welcome back to another What's for Dinner video. On Sunday, we kept it very simple with some homemade burgers, some French fries, and some watermelon. On Monday, I made beef Manti, otherwise known as savory beef and onion filled dumplings. I started by grating one large onion, and then I added 1 pound of ground beef into the bowl. I just seasoned it with salt and pepper, and then I mixed everything together. So here I have my fillings ready. I'm doing beef, and I'm also going to mix some with butternut squash. I have 2 ramekins, one is full of water, one is full of oil, and of course my steamer pot. I am taking a shortcut today with these wonton wraps instead of making my own dough, and in order to get the edges to stick, I dip them into water. And here I'm showing my 3-step process and how I pinch the dough in order to get the shape I want. And before putting them into my steamer, I like to dip them into oil to make sure that they won't stick. And I repeated the same process for the ones with butternut squash. Next, I'm moving on to the salad. I'm going to use about 1/4 of cabbage and 2 carrots, which I will grate. I add some minced garlic, some vinegar and sunflower oil, and of course salt and pepper. And for dessert, I'm making some chocolate chip cookies. And here I have a cute little taste tester who is stealing my cookie dough. It is so satisfying when the kitchen is clean, I have cookies baking, and dinner is cooking on the stove. So this is what Monday's dinner looked like. I like to top my dumplings with some sour cream and some chives. On Tuesday, we had some roasted drumsticks, and I marinated these, and I showed the process in my previous video where I share how I meal plan and meal prep for the week. And I always add a tiny bit of water to the pan to make sure my chicken drumsticks are nice and moist. They're gonna cook at 375 for about 1 hour. Next, I am starting on my pasta. I'm sauteing some bell peppers, mushrooms, and red onions. I seasoned the veggies with salt, pepper, and paprika, and I will also add this chili onion crunch from Trader Joe's and some garlic. This stuff is spicy, so I only add a tiny bit because my kids don't like spicy food. I'm using this vegetable colored pasta from Trader Joe's, but you can use any pasta you have on hand. So while the pasta is cooking, I'm going to chop up a quick garden salad, just cucumbers, some mini tomatoes, and green onions. So when the pasta is drained, I put it back into my pot and add my sauteed veggies and give everything a good stir. Everything should be nicely seasoned, and if it's not, you can add more salt and pepper. So my drumsticks are done. As you can see, all the water evaporated and they have a good crispy skin. So this is what Tuesday's dinner looked like. We love these drumsticks and noodles, and I make this at least twice a month. On Wednesday, we had some beef stir fry, and here I am just cooking my white jasmine rice. And here I'm just sauteing my beef separately, and my veggies are all prepped, and I will be steaming some broccoli for the kids. And for the sauce, I'll just be using the Kung Pao stir fry sauce from Panda Express. When my meat was done, I removed it from the pan, and I'm doing my veggies separately. And as I was cooking dinner, the boys were playing "The Floor is Lava," and I just had to sneak a clip of them. So this is what Wednesday's dinner looked like. I also made some of the Costco's orange chicken for those kiddos who don't like veggies. On Thursday, I made chicken pot pie. And after trying many recipes, I finally decided to make my own and have been making it this way for a couple of years now. Right now, I'm sauteing some onions, carrots, and celery, and I'm getting my other ingredients ready. I'm using about 2 cups of milk and 1 cup of heavy cream. I have about 2 tablespoons of flour and one of these chicken broth seasoning packets. And I have some garlic cloves ready and 2 chicken breasts that I have cooked ahead of time. And I have 1 cup of frozen peas and some thyme. So after my veggies are nicely sauteed, I add my flour and I stir it all up. Once the flour has been incorporated with the veggies, I start adding my milk mixture. And next I add the cup of frozen peas, one of these chicken broth packets, some thyme, salt, pepper, and the cooked chicken breasts. Then I stir everything together and wait for it to come to a simmer and thicken up. So while the sauce is heating up, I'm helping my 6-year-old use one of these volcano bombs in his volcano. He got a set of 12 for his birthday, and once in a while he likes to explode one. They come with little prizes on the inside. It does. So my sauce is now nice and thick, and I'm going to dump it into my casserole dish. And then I added the puff pastry on top, and we just brush it with an egg wash. So this is what Thursday's dinner looked like. We also had some kale salad, some watermelon, and some sliced cucumbers and radishes. On Friday, I made some spaghetti bolognese and some eggplant appetizers. I start out by scrambling some eggs with some salt and pepper, and then in another bowl, I have some flour, oregano, basil, and some paprika, and also some salt. And I also sliced up 2 eggplants. So while my oil is heating up for my eggplant, I am working on my spaghetti bolognese. I sauteed some beef, and now I'm adding celery, onions, and carrots to the pot. For my eggplant, I dip them into the egg wash and then into the flour mixture, and I saute them on both sides until they are golden brown. For my eggplant, I sliced up 2 tomatoes. The eggplant is topped with a garlic aioli, so you just need some mayo, some crushed garlic, salt, and pepper, and just stir it all together. Then I just top each slice of eggplant with the garlic aioli and a sliced tomato. I also add some dill on top. I didn't have any fresh, but I did have some frozen in the freezer. These are so delicious, and they're one of our favorite things to make with eggplant. And now I'm moving back to my spaghetti sauce. The veggies are nice and tender. I'm adding some minced garlic, and then I'm going to add 1 can of tomato sauce, and to that same can I fill it up with water and I dump the water into the pot. And then I season the sauce with some pepper, salt, oregano, and basil. Spaghetti Bolognese is a sauce with meat chunks that is simmered for a long time until the meat is tender. I simmer my sauce on low heat for about an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes, until the meat is very tender and the sauce is thickened up. This is what my spaghetti sauce looked like 1 hour later. Next, I am moving on to dessert. Today I am making cream horns out of these puff pastry sheets. I start out by spraying my molds with some oil so my pastry doesn't stick to it. Then I roll out the puff pastry just a tad and slice them with a pizza cutter into 1-inch strips. And then I just start rolling them onto the molds. You can buy these molds on Amazon, or you can buy them at Bed Bath & Beyond. I bake these at 375 for about 20 to 25 minutes. For the cream horn filling, I am just using 1 8-ounce packet of cream cheese that is softened, 4 ounces of Cool Whip, and about 3 tablespoons of powdered sugar. The easiest way to fill these is using a pastry bag. If you don't have a pastry bag, you can always just use a Ziploc bag and just cut one corner off. So this was Friday night's dessert. My toddler calls them ice cream cones. My family absolutely loves these, and I like that they're really quick and easy to make.
You can't have spaghetti without breadsticks, right? My kids love these take and bake breadsticks that I get at the grocery store. I just add some butter and some garlic salt and bake them for 5 minutes at 450. So this was Friday night's dinner. We had Caesar salad, eggplant appetizers, spaghetti bolognese, and some breadsticks. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of these kind of videos, please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all in my next video.